Aloha, my kako. This is Oracle of the Golden Spiral. Today we're going to be doing a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What are the messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please? My messages have no dates, therefore when they find you, that's when the message is yours. Taurus, please. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm sorry, Taurus. What is going on? Okay. Taurus, I feel something very exciting on the horizon for you. You have the Four of Swords, Five of Swords. We have progression, Nine of Cups, Strength, Knight of Wands, Death, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Taurus, it's like you're in a moment of reflection. It seems as if you are focusing on the things that it's like underlying, you have this sense of nothing can go right, but you really are trying to focus on what is going to, I'm getting float your boat, but I think more so than anything, you're really focusing on what's going to make you the happiest and how you get there. It feels as if like I said, there's a huge change on the precipice, and you are actually up for the adventure and to make the changes that are needed. I think we're stuck in thinking about it, thinking and not doing. And some of the things that you don't realize maybe are there at the base of whatever this situation is, are holding you back. When really you just need to embrace this energy to to take that first, to plant that seed, to take that first step, to take, like this is the Nike commercial, just do it. It's about going out there and preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best. And so I think what the message here is for you, honestly, is to know what you've already been through, to understand that you've gained that knowledge, experience, and ability to see what you need to see, to you've experienced the emotional understanding and growth, and there's like a divine wisdom here that comes from what you've experienced. It's like whatever has grown, that internal fortitude within you, like it's like this whole reading is the Fool card. If you had a card of the day, it would be the Fool card. It's like I mean, honestly clarified by like the moon, but the underlying feeling is that something can go terribly wrong and no one can win. But I think that you need to shake off that feeling, that underlying reason why you haven't actually changed the situation or moved forward, because really, if you are focused, I think that you need to trust yourself, because if you are focused on what is going to provide that emotional satisfaction, what is going to create that happiness for you, you have all of the makings of a tremendous outcome. Whatever this is going to change the dynamic that you are working in tremendously. But the reticence is it's like you don't, let's get a clarifier for the Knight of Wands. Right. Okay. So you're logicking it out, and the advice is that you shouldn't do that. That you should move forward in a space where you trust yourself. You know that you can, like I said, kind of like the Fool, where you trust yourself. You know that it doesn't matter what the next step is, because you've, through your experience, gained whatever it is that you needed to understand, to overcome that, overcome anything that actually comes your way or that you are faced with. And you've proven that time after time after time. And so, you know, logicking it out isn't going to make it any better or any worse. But failing to start it, I mean, definitely will not get you where it is that you need to be. And there is a definite change that you are anticipating, a definite change that you want, and a definite change that is possible if you just plant that seed, if you just walk out into it and start that very first step. This is about just taking that very first step. Please clarify the Ace of Pentacles for Taurus. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles for Taurus. I can't emphasize it enough. Like, the whole thing is just do it. One card. Oh. Yeah. It's about walking into that new space. Something has captured your passion. Something has captured your attention. And it really is the time to graduate, to move into whatever it is that you're seeking to create. And it's just about taking that first tangible space, that first tangible step into that new space. Let's see, is there anything that I want to say here? I really think it's that simple. I know it doesn't feel simple. Maybe that's what the, message needs to include, is that I know it doesn't feel simple. I mean, death is never a simple process. But if we, it could be possibly that you regard that change, right? There's reverence for it. And so, or maybe we're incredibly invested in it, and we're seeing all the ways that it could possibly not happen in the best way possible for us. But like I said, if you're focused, right, what is manifestation? Manifestation is when you are focused on what the desired outcome is. And if that is what your main, this is all underlying, this is your main focus. So if that is what is going on, then you are in a healthy and proactive state to nurture and grow that seed in a way that maybe you don't even understand, right? Like, this is all this sword energy that we have here really can, I don't know about you. It's like I feel and I know something is right, but it's that fear that the thoughts that can spiral out of control to make us question whether that is really the case or not. But in your heart of hearts, I think that you understand that you are really ready and ready to take the adventure, ready to move forward, ready to invest in whatever it is that this is, but you haven't quite made the investment yet. And that is really what the universe is asking you to do. Why? Because whatever this is going to change everything that's come before it. Give me one for the, this is actually a very beautiful reading, and so I don't want to muck it up, but you know, it's very simple and straight to the point. But let's get a clarifier for the death card, please. Clarify death for Taurus. Yeah, see, it doesn't want to give it to me. Here it is. The Fool card. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Oh, if I were to pull on this additionally, I can almost guarantee you that I would get either a specific, which would be, you know, about you and whether this is a financial decision, a relationship decision, or something that has to do with your spiritual growth. And that really, I feel like, should be left up to and dependent on you as a person, because this message is a general message for, you know, it can relate to you all differently. But I would probably get that, and then I would probably get the moon, like I explained earlier, because we're still reticent about the situation versus embodying and standing behind the reverence that we have for whatever it is that this is resonating for you in your life. As soon as the Fool card came out, I did get this distinct feeling of the Ten of Cups, because it is really what is going to provide that emotional fulfillment. Like, it's the completion of that, but it's about taking that step. It's about, maybe, you know, in the past you haven't trusted yourself to do so, and maybe like you're closer than ever, but yet, because we've never been there before, right, that can hold us back when taking that next step. Like, I feel like tapping into flow may benefit you, so that you can really focus. You are focused on this, but so that you can feel a little bit more comfortable in the release of anything like this. You've dealt with this in the past. You've not stepping into this realm, but in other realms, you know that you have that experience and that ability to move beyond, right? We're doing the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, we've got progression, we're kind of, you know, in the Nine of Swords, we're kind of feeling that hold back. And I think recognizing it, right? This is so beautiful, and so God, the universe, you know, just is amazing in this way. It's like you're trying to apply this logic, like, well, you know, I've been through a lot, so this is, I don't know, I have to take a look at very, like, logical and reasonable point of view on it. And yet what it's saying is that it takes actually that exact energy to realize that we are in the Nine of Swords, and we don't need to incorporate this thought because we have the clarity to advance in the adventure. We can absolutely cut out this underlying energy that we may or may not know exists within us, but having that freedom to do that. The Nine of Cups, you know, comes after the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is that very brave. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck. I know some people are like, I love the Tower because it wasn't, you know, Capricorns love the Tower because it wasn't solid to begin with, so let's assure that it's solid so that we can move forward. Same way with me I appreciate the Eight of Cups in such a tremendous way, because the Eight of Cups is actually releasing this fear. Like, it may be catching you right on the precipice of this all, because, you know, the Eight of Cups is releasing that fear, knowing that regardless of what has come before, you know, you've been through the Seven of Cups, you've made the choice, you've lived in that choice for some amount of time in the Eight of Cups. And in the Eight of Cups, we now have this bravery to leave all those things that emotionally fulfilled us at one point, because we're becoming anew. And the bravery involved in walking out to go find that ninth cup. This feels like a light switch moment where this message is to tell you to flip the switch, to take that leap, to make that step, which I feel like is inevitable for you, given the energies that are presenting here. But that you will, you know, maybe if you're here at this video, you just need that extra push, that extra, you know, confirmation that what you're about to enter into is exactly where you need to be. And if that is the case, Taurus, that is what I am saying to you. And the universe is providing that confirmation and that extra push into what is to be the next chapter in your life. In whatever aspect this deals with, love, work, you know, whatever is weighing the heaviest on your mind at this time. Yep, I think I'm going to end it there. Taurus, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me and spending this time with me. And please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and to join me in your next reading. And with that, Taurus, I will say mahalo.